Hey, feels right. Feels right, man.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
The Las Vegas Raiders lost their preseason opener, and there were some things that didn't look too good, but that's okay. The defense didn't look as good as in camp until they tightened up in the red zone, but worry not. Edge rusher Max Crosby and them boys will be ready when it's time. Pass rush, against the run, everything. The coverage will be there too. The offensive line will be just fine when Colton Miller's back. And rookie first-round tight end Brock Bowers and speedster Trey Tucker are going to add some punch to an offense that already has receiver Devontae Adams in them boys. Offensive coordinator Luke Getsy knows exactly how to use all of these weapons together too. There's no need to worry about the things we already know the Raiders have. The key to them improving will be the young unproven players they're depending on to play big roles on the team, and guess what? Those guys look good all training camp, and they look good in the preseason opener. We should be watching for that in the quarterback battle that isn't going the way some of you are saying it is. Things are coming together for the Raiders more than you realize. Allow me to show you the truth about how things are going with the Raiders right now. We start with the quarterback battle and Aiden O'Connell. The Raiders started out with the ball at their own 4-yard line, so we started out with short, safe passes. Here's a nice one in the soft spot of the zone to Jacoby Myers. And you guys that say he doesn't have any pocket awareness, look at this. Climbs up to the front of the pocket and delivers. But then he came back with this. Okay, he gets out of the pocket and he misses the throw. If he wants to be a big time quarterback, he has to make those throws. Alright, here he's going to get the ball out of his hands to Bowers. And left tackle Andrews Speed is already starting to get beat. O'Connell's going to do a good job of getting the ball to Bowers anyway. Someone said something about this being a bad call to Tucker on a fade, but that's not what happened. Alright, let's go back and look at it from the other view. Alright, this is not a fade of any sort. The Raiders were trying to create a pick or a rub in there somewhere, but the Vikings defensive back switched, so there was one defensive back in the way, so Tucker couldn't get where he wanted to go, and that leads to the second of O'Connell's 2 incompletions. There was absolutely nothing wrong with that call though. Then O'Connell would take a sack here and the drive would end with a field goal. Watch Pete, the left tackle here. He got beat quick. People blame the sack on O'Connell too. I don't know what some of y'all are thinking. Let's look at this from another view. Alright, it's designed to be a quick throw, but everything's junked up where the read is. And if he throws into the flats there, we could be talking pick 6. Oh, and newsflash people, left tackle Andrews Pete has already been beat. He's already beat. They paid Miller the big bucks not to let that happen, especially not that quick. So O'Connell drifts back to buy time and gets sacked. But guess what? There was no other conclusion to that play. O'Connell was 7 of 9 for 76 yards. And here's Minshew starting off with a nice throw to Tucker. But then he comes back and misses a layup here. And on this one, he's going to run. You can see he's not the best athlete, he just runs anyway. Then he ends the drive with this beautiful touchdown pass to DJ Turner. Alright, then he comes back with this. Look at this, he has a man wide open. The linebacker in that area is turning and running. The pocket is clean too, there's no reason to try to run. But for whatever the reason, Minshew runs out of the pocket and makes nothing happen. Then he comes back with this beautiful deep ball. Then he's going to come back and Jimmy Garoppolo is tight end. Some people call this a hospital ball, but I call it a coroner ball because somebody getting their ass killed. Oh. You guys do know Adams is going to have a big say in who the starter is, right? And you know what he said about getting led to slaughter on that show receivers, right? This right here is not helpful towards Minshew. Here he sees the blitz and throws hot. Nice quick throw. Here's going to get the ball out to Amir Abdullah right quick. Alright, now he comes back with this. Alright, Minshew has a clean pocket as everybody's either blocked or on the way to getting blocked. But for whatever the reason, you can already tell he's ready to get out of here. This right here is not pocket presence or awareness. This is leaving the pocket too early. Of course, you're going to avoid sacks if you leave the pocket too soon. You're also going to miss out on some big throws down the field. Alright, he's coming with the screen on this one. And it's going to get knocked down. Alright, here's going to go short again. And I'm going to call this a throwaway because if he'd have thrown this where it was supposed to be thrown, it would have been a pick six. Alright, now for the other positions. Tight end Michael Mayer mainly blocked that day, but here's his lone target. First down, he contributed, but it was mainly about his fellow tight end Bowers. How would they use him? Here they're going to shift him from H-back to fullback and run the ball. Well, he kind of threw a no-hitter there, but his blocking will get there. Here they're going to line him up at fullback, and he gets a little action. Blocking from the fullback position sets him up for play-action passes like this. Then here they line him up outside and send him over the middle to catch one. Alright, now we're about to see the Trey Tucker effect. Looks like the defense is in cover 3. The corner here sees Tucker flying, so he's trying to fly to keep up. Meanwhile, Jacoby Myers is going into his zone to make the catch because the corner can't slow down fast enough to prevent it. That, my friends, is how you use speed to open things up for others. I'm pretty sure he's going to do plenty of that for Adams too. Now we have Tucker inside and Christian Wilkins, who's playing the role of Adams, is outside. Wilkerson is taking the corner and safety with him to open things up for Tucker when he clears the linebackers. That's another well-designed pass play by Getsy. I imagine Getsy's going to do things like this with Adams and Tucker pretty often this season. Alright, here Tucker's at the bottom of the screen. He's going to catch the bomb. Look how easy he just runs by him. That's a nice catch too. Alright, let's take another look at this one. That was more than just Tucker's speed. Oh man, he already got him. He got him with the inside release. Smaller, faster receivers generally have problems getting off press, but that was a nice release by Tucker. Then he flies past him, and now it's time to track the ball. Part of being a deep threat is tracking the ball. Your speed is no good if you can't track the ball. You see here, Tucker's looking over his inside shoulder, but the ball's going to come over his outside shoulder. So like a center fielder tracking a fly ball, he's going to turn his head and track it over his other shoulder. And since all that turning slowed him down, he's going to have to dive for the ball. And we have ourselves a hell of a catch for a big gain. Now for the defense that was getting their zone picked apart on the opening drive. The Raiders basically laid back in the zone until the Vikings got into the red zone. Everybody runs some zone, but the Raiders are a pressed man team, so there's no need to worry about that. That is how the Vikings offense went through the Raider defense like a hot knife through butter at first, though. But when the Raiders were at man, it wasn't quite that easy, and corner Jack Jones is a big part of the reason why. He looked like a star last year, and he looks like one again this year. That was an incompletion right there. Then he gave up a couple of small catches like this one here. And this one here. Then they tried him one time too many and he got him. The Vikings were 2 for 4 with an interception against Jones. And this pass breakup by Jacorian Bennett was the only attempt against him. The defense is going to shut teams down if the corners play like this. This Raider team is actually pretty good. I'm not promising the playoffs right now, but they're going to be a tough out, and teams are going to know that they've been in an NFL football game when it's over. When you watch the Raiders this preseason, don't watch for the guys that you know are going to be good already. They're just out there to take a few hits again and try some things. They're not putting anything on film for people to study. Don't watch for the guys that aren't going to be on the team in a couple of weeks either. Watch for the youngsters that are trying to hurry up and develop for a big role on the team. As you just saw, those youngsters are playing pretty well right now. If they keep it up, the rest of the NFL better watch out. This team is getting better. Thank you for watching. See you next time.